For Christy Childs of Kansas City, Missouri, childhood memories are filled with pain.
I was born in a smaller town in Missouri and left home, started running away, very abusive stepfather.
That abuse forced her to leave home for good when she was only 12.
So I started hitchhiking, and my prostitution started there with the truck drivers. I was doing what I had to do to survive.
After 24 years of drugs and the street life, Christy wanted out. But breaking away from pimps and pushers was risky. Freedom came in an unexpected way.
I went to abort my son twice and couldn't go through with it. Ended up I was threatening to miscarriage. They were going to do a D&C, but before they did that, they wanted to see if there was a heartbeat. And the moment I heard my son's heartbeat, God just spoke into my spirit and told me, I'm going to bring you out. Have your baby, and I'm going to bring you out.
18 years later, Christy now works to rescue other girls and women trapped in the commercial sex trade.
A lot are scared. Some come through the court system. Some, have bad attitudes. I mean, you deal with it all across the board. They're dealing with post-traumatic stress. They're full of anger because they're full of pain. And we work with that.
We rode along with Christy through her old neighborhood where she pointed out girls working the streets and even ran into one of her former pimps. Each year, more than 4,000 American children fall victim to commercial sexual exploitation in Missouri. Nearly 1,700 are victimized in the Kansas City metropolitan area. Carrie Rossetti is with the Kansas City Coalition Against Human Trafficking, a group of faith-based and other organizations. The coalition helps to raise awareness about the sex trafficking issue, provides outreach to rescued victims, and offers prayer support.
We have learned that, hey, guess what? It's not here, and there. It's actually right in front of us in our communities happening right now.
Rossetti says Kansas City's easy access to highways, interstates, and the large amounts of commercial trade that pass through the state make it a hub for traffickers.
So Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas, and Overland Park are a great place to do international and national trade, and not just in the trade of commercial products, but also in the trade of human beings.
Rossetti says most would be surprised to discover who the traffickers really are.
It is not just the sleazy people that we think that on the streets that this is happening. Traffickers can be doctors and have been doctors, lawyers, dentists, social workers, teachers. There's really no end to the person that would be a candidate, to, so to speak, to be a trafficker.
Like Christy, many of the girls come from abusive homes.
They're coming from the foster care system. They are coming to us as runaways, children with no places to go, children who have been victimized, sexual molestation, abuse, neglect.
The majority will need long-term recovery, and ministries are stepping up to answer the call.
I got to be part of a twosome who provided chaplaincy services for one victim who wanted somebody to pray with, after she got brought in. There's a holistic approach that needs to be provided for these clients who come in from these cases. And I think that it's absolutely essential that a spiritual component of ministry or healing in the Holy Spirit is going to be necessary for their full recovery and health.
Exodus Cry is an international anti-trafficking organization committed to ending human trafficking and modern-day slavery, headquartered in Kansas City. It recently opened a shelter for rescued victims of human trafficking. The group is also working on a documentary that exposes the undercurrent of injustice beneath the surface of sex tourism.
The issue of human trafficking is just exploding. Part of our goal in the documentary is to expose the toxic culture that we live in. We don't want to just say, hey, look, isn't this awful? We want to ask questions and get people thinking and really bring about a grassroots movement.
I love you.
Meanwhile, Childs is thankful to be alive, but she hopes to help deliver other trapped women and girls every day.
The girls that are making it out, they are miracles in every way.
Charlene Israel, CBN News, Kansas City, Missouri.